thought them Nike Artifact Genesis dunks were dope? Wait till you see these ghosts. Back to another episode of Unboxing Web3. Guccheetah here. I'm with my boy Cryptodilly, and we got a cool unboxing. You saw me a couple weeks ago unbox and review the Nike Artifact Genesis dunks. Well, today it's Dilly's turn. He got the ghosts in the mail, so he's gonna go through a full unboxing and give you a full rating on it. What's up, Dilly?
What's going on, man? Yeah, super excited about this one. These just came in the mail. Oh yeah, you gotta love it. I mean, Artifact does it right. They got the blade with the window, and we're gonna jump right into this unboxing because I'm so stoked to see these things. So obviously, open it up. We got the drawer. Nice little slide out of there, right? And then we have the classic forging hammers on the top there. And we'll just open these up and pull everything out of the package here. So here we are. We got both the shoes out of the box. I mean, they've done it again. I mean, this blows my mind. One of my favorite things right out of the gate is the translucent laces. Like, that is over the top. That is so sick. I've never seen that on any shoe before. And first look, I mean, it's got this like foamy like back heel, and then obviously we got the like translucent sole as well, which is super cool. And then one thing I noticed is that the material, it's got that, like, maybe you can hear that, maybe you can't, but pretty cool. You got the swoosh on one side, Artifact blade on the other. And then one thing that makes these shoes unique is obviously we got some modifications. So the modifications, they just slide into the slot. So on the heel we have the mod that goes in the back here. Let's see if I can get it on there. Boom. And then we got the tongue action, which is the same thing. It just kind of slides into place. And so the modifications make the shoes look a little different, a little bit more bulky. These are gaming shoes, right? But then you also have some extra laces, and then these vials. So in the tongue where the modification actually goes, the vials will actually go. And what's cool about the vials is that they're interchangeable. So like, you can get the voids, or you can get the Clone X, you can get all these different versions of this shoe, and you can actually swap out the vials. And these are actually pretty like heavy duty. They're not cheap. It's metal. You got like a little bit, I want to say it's like paper in the middle though, so a little bit cheap there. These kind of remind me of like when you put the money at the bank through the tubes. That's what these look like, right? But they just slide right in to the actual front of the shoe tongue where the modification is, and then they just snap into place. And so you have a finished product that looks like this. And I mean, comment below what you think, whether you like the shoe with the modifications or without. Personally, I kind of dig it with the mods. They did do a creator challenge with the modifications to where, you know, a bunch of different people can do a bunch of different things to actually add onto the shoe, which I think is really unique and a cool part. And then obviously on these shoes, you got the NFC chip reader, so you can authenticate that these are genuine and they are actually made by Nike Artifact. So pretty cool shoe overall. Obviously sticker kit comes with it. Nice touch, always love the stickers. But with that being said, I mean, Guccheetah, what do you think?
I like them, man. I like the subtlety of them being just all white and gray. Definitely easy to wear, even though they are, you know, intense and bulky in certain aspects of them. But look, it's not about me, man. I already gave you my review for the Genesis dunks. We gave those shoes a review, a rare. Go check them out. We scored pretty high. The only Nike Artifact shoe that scored higher than those were the Air Force Ones. We did a video on that too, if you want to check it out. But let's hear what you think, Dilly. I want to know the whole rundown. Give me packaging, give me wearability, give me quality, give me value. Let's see how these stack up.
Yeah, awesome. We're gonna speed run this thing. I mean, for the actual packaging, you guys already know that I like the packaging from Artifact. They do it, they go over the top, they make it happen. I like the window and the actual box itself. However, I wish that they would go and actually add a little flavor for each of the different variations of the shoes. I think that would add an extra level. So because of that, I'm gonna give it a rare. Now, as far as the quality is great. I mean, these shoes, I don't think Nike would deliver a shoe that isn't quality. I mean, the materials that are used on it are obviously over the top. They've done, you know, what they need to do with the translucent laces, and it feels quality. It doesn't feel like it's cheap and it's gonna be be a knockoff. I'm going epic on the actual quality of the shoe. I think they've delivered, and I think these shoes, I mean, if you wore them, they're gonna stand up to the test of time. As far as the actual wearability, these things are sick. Like, I would rock these things on the streets, at conferences, you name it. I mean, these things are dope. They've said in the ratings that obviously the Voids and the Ghosts are at the top for the Artifact Dunks. And I agree, I think these things are sick. The one that they're not happy with based on, you know, viewer scores and stuff like that is the Clone X Dunks. So I'm gonna go epic for the Ghost specifically. I think it's awesome. And then we get to value. Value, obviously this one was open to the public. There's more quantity, so the supply is a little bit higher on the Ghost. I still think it's a quality shoe, and I think that these are going to be valuable just because it's one of the first Artifact shoes. I mean, I've been saying that, I'm gonna continue to say that, and sneakerheads down the line with digital fashion, they're gonna look back and they're gonna want to have one of these shoes from the early generations. And so the value, I'm gonna put it at rare just because they've obviously released quite a few of these. But that's my score, you know, Guccheetah, what do you think?
So you gave it 2 rares and 2 epics. So now for the viewer score, I'm gonna sway this thing to the epic category or to the rare. Let me tell you what I really like about these shoes in particular. It's amazing how Artifact and Nike can add these new elements to every shoe to like make them stand out as like unique, like the translucent laces, for example. You know, we saw with the Air Force Ones how every version of those had a different material or a different out-of-the-box thinking element to it. So I like that about these. The one thing though, I mean, I would definitely rock these, but dare I say it, they may be just a little too subtle for my taste. I like how the Genesis had different design elements and textures to it. These kind of got that Marty McFly, you know, Nike shoe vibe going on, which isn't a bad thing. I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. But all in all, man, I love these shoes. I'm not going to push it above the Genesis, though. I'm not going to give it an epic for a viewer score. I think these, at the very least, should be in line with where we rated the Genesis. So I'm going to give it a rare as a viewer score, which gives this shoe an overall score of a rare.
I think that's fair. Rare is fair, and honestly, I think that the future iterations, they're gonna get better and better, and I'm excited to see what Artifact comes out with next. Comment below what your rating is, whether you like these shoes with the mod or without the mod, and I mean, obviously like the video. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube if you haven't already, and repost the video on X. That really helps us. But with that being said, that's the end of this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.